Grüß dich, Cousin.
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
Ich weiß auch nicht, was das
box
Spiel
with
ist.
no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Das ist... Ich konnte das ganze Spiel nichts anklicken und dann ist da eine zerbrechliche Tasse. Eine zerbrechliche Tasse. Und die fällt natürlich runter. Ich kann mehr Sachen klicken. Warte, hallo, Brummen? Okay. Ich muss Sachen nehmen und sie auf irgendwen werfen. Scheint mir zumindest so. Was für ein geiles Lied. Okay, hier geht's. Ah, das Lied ist jetzt weg. Schade. Das ist...
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Ich wollte... Hallo? Ich brauche noch einen Würfel. Hallo? Ich brauche noch einen Würfel. Ich wollte genau so. Genau das wollte ich. Och Mann. Verdammt. Schade, dass das nicht mehr geht. Oh, verdammt. Aber ein Würfel wäre da ja noch drinnen. Das ist gemein. Das ist richtig gemein.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
Doch, den brauchst
I don't need your ratings. And I certainly...
Bin ich hier? Hallo? 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 Wo? Was? 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 Work in progress. Okay. Hier ist es... Ich glaube, ich falle hier runter, wenn ich hier lang gehe. Was ist... Was ist das? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, wieder bekannte Türen, die ich nicht aufmachen kann. Hallo? Gibt es hier einen richtigen Weg oder gibt was? Das ist ein Labyrinth. Oh, das ist das Büro. Oder? Weil wenn wir jetzt hier lang gehen, sollten wir ja zum Pausenraum kommen. Das ist der Pausenraum, oder? Wenn wir jetzt theoretisch hier wieder zurückgehen. Oder? Kann das sein? 427, das ist unser Büro. Das ist unser Büro. Geht die Tür jetzt zu? Aber 427, das ist ja unser Büro. Da ist eine Überwachung. Wir haben es. So. Wir gehen jetzt aus unserem Büro raus.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Ich kann auch warten. Dann warten wir halt. Ich kann ja auch warten, nicht nur er. Wir sind wieder am Anfang.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Das ist jetzt... Ne. Wo sind wir? Welcome to the whiteboard ending.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
An sich ist es ja das Gleiche. Ja, da sind wir dann wieder und können links oder rechts in den Pausenraum und links in den Konferenzraum. Und hier Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Sollen wir da reingehen? Die wollen uns da nur verarschen die ganze Zeit. Die ganze Zeit wollen die uns nur verarschen. Na toll. Jetzt haben die da eine Tür. Die erste Tür überhaupt, die aufgeht. Und da steht Ende und... Die verarschen uns einfach nur. Kopierer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ja. So, wir sind ja jetzt hier schon zweimal gewesen.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So, jetzt sind wir... Hier sind wir schon einmal nicht links abgebogen. Deswegen sind wir hier geradeaus weiter.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Weil wir,
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Weil wir einfach schlecht sind, dann 2 Optionen haben wir hier schon gewählt. Wir sind einmal runtergesprungen und dann beim zweiten Mal sind wir hier lang, über diese Treppe hier. Da sind wir dann hingekommen, wo wir jetzt hergekommen sind.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Wir sind da lang dann.
Einmal
da lang
und
einmal da lang.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Wer ist sie? Wer ist sie? Nö, schade, kann ich nicht damit fahren. Das wäre es jetzt gewesen. Ich will da nicht rein. Ich gehe wieder zurück. Das ist mir zu dunkel hier. Ich habe keine Taschenlampe. Lass mich. Die Tür lässt sich tatsächlich wieder öffnen. Das macht mir jetzt mehr Angst als das schwarze Ding hier. Ich gehe jetzt trotzdem da durch.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nein, ich will nicht abheben.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Nein.
It wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Was ist...
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, ich kann jetzt nicht mehr abheben. Gefahr, Gefahr überall, schon wieder. Stop it. Nein. Mehr Diagramme. Gefahr über... da ist eine... Was? Muss ich das jetzt verstehen? Exit. War das vorhin auch schon da jetzt? Okay, jetzt kann ich nicht mehr zurück. Jetzt gibt es hier kein Zurück mehr. Kann ich jetzt nochmal rein? Nein. Oh Mann. Was sind das hier für Ferkel? Müllen hier alles zu. Okay. Das ist gemein.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Die sind ja gemein.
Character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Weil da würden wir rauskommen. Warum schränken die uns so bei der Entscheidung ein? Ich dachte, in dem Spiel geht es um Entscheidungen. Gemein? Wir können nicht mehr runterspringen. Keycard haben wir auch noch keine. Wir können nur zurückgehen. Jetzt können wir nicht mal hier reingehen. Weil das war ja die eine linke Tür, die offen war.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Ich kann da jetzt nicht mehr durch. Ich habe nur noch die Möglichkeit. Was? Ich will da noch immer diesen Computer abschalten. Das ist ein Stromfresser. Der verbraucht hier einfach die ganze Zeit Strom und keiner benutzt ihn.
Now remember, to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What? So, was? Was? Was geht hier ab? Ich kann hier nicht mehr weiter. Ich kann hier nicht mehr weiter. Ich will hier noch die Tür links versuchen. Dann gehen wir halt hier den richtigen Weg. So lang. Was sieht er sich da an?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Nein.
I have to.
Nein. Was? Hallo?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Ich bin kein Kind.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, denkste, als würde ich in die linke Tür reingehen.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, machen wir.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Ich glaube, Da geht's nicht weiter. Hallo? Hallo, Spiel.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hallo, Spiel? Hallo? Spiel? Hallo? Hallo? Ist es jetzt kaputt? Gehört das so? Weiß das jemand? Ist das... Ist das Spiel kaputt? Habe ich es zu sehr gereizt? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich glaube, ich habe das Spiel kaputt gemacht. Kann das sein? Es kann doch nicht sein, dass ich das Spiel kaputt gemacht habe. Was ist hier los? Also, auf alle Fälle funktioniert das Menü noch. Hallo? Was ist hier los? Warum? Muss ich das Spiel jetzt neu starten? Hallo, Spiel. Das kann doch nicht sein, dass ich das Spiel kaputt gemacht habe. Das ist unmöglich. Ich kann hier nichts mehr machen. Das ist... Ich kann nicht mal mehr was anklicken. Ich glaube, das ist Ende Nummer 1, oder? Ich glaube, das ist Ende Nummer 1. Wir können... Das Spiel ist hier aus. Da geht nichts mehr. Das finde ich jetzt doof.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Awaiting Input. Boah, das ist jetzt anders. Also wir haben das Spiel jetzt nicht neu gestartet, das war geplant. Wir können hier nicht mehr Input machen, oder wie? Das war letztens nicht, oder? Mit dem Input. Den konnten wir ja auch nur ausschalten. Ich bin gerade sehr irritiert.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.